The United States has always strived to protect its boundaries, and the Air Force has played a major role in that. But the peace it had managed to withhold all this time may not last for long. China has its 6th generation fighter jet on its way, and one thing's for sure, the US is shocked. What do you think? Shall this jet be a copy of the US 6th gen fighter? Get ready as we go through this jet, its design, and what the US is developing at this moment. A Chinese newspaper has published a first-of-its-kind tailless design, rendering of its 6th generation aircraft that is now in development. What has raised several eyebrows is that the design was a whole lot similar to several US 6th generation aircraft designs. The paper describes the tailless, finless aircraft design as a blended wing body design that can provide higher lift, longer range, and lower fuel consumption. But the design's largest advantage is likely in its stealth capabilities. Though structures like tails and fins help in increasing speed and maneuverability, they are also more detectable to the enemy radar than an entirely smooth aircraft. The Chinese paper also cites some of the engineering challenges that are associated with thrust vectoring when it comes to an aircraft that does not have vertical tails. Military analysts stated, without vertical tails, the new aircraft will lose out on maneuverability if it does not use other designs or technologies to compensate, like thrust vectoring control-capable engines and split-brake rudders or other innovative approaches. Well, regardless of its stealth properties and aerodynamic design of the Chinese aircraft, its design appears to be a copied version of US renderings from previous years. J-20 designer Yang Wei said, "A future fighter jet will generally require a longer combat range, longer endurance, stronger stealth capability, a larger load of air-to-air and air-to-surface weapons, and the functionality to provide its pilot with easy-to-understand battlefield situation images and predictions." The Chinese paper describes how, in an integrated system, the aircraft should be able to form a network, draw real-time integrated situational images, create multiple attack routes, and transmit target information across mission areas in real time. A promotional video that was released by the Chinese aviation industry featured computer-generated images that showed what could represent a concept of the country's next-generation fighter jet. This video not only points to the arrival of a new fighter jet, but also points at China's determination to outpace the US in the development of fighter jets. The video was published in the WeChat video channel of the state-owned Aviation Industry Corporation of China, and it introduced China's airborne radar development and also featured a computer-generated clip showing 3 unknown aircraft flying in formation. The aircraft resembled the J-20 stealth fighter jet, but one which had no canards, tails, or fins. The diamond-shaped wings appeared to be bigger than those of the J-20, and it provided the jet with a balanced wing-body configuration. This gave rise to speculations that this might be China's next-generation fighter jet. During the Air Show China 2022, which was held in Zhuhai, South China's Guangdong province in November 2022, the AVIC displayed a concept model of a next-generation fighter jet. What was striking was that this concept model also featured a tailless design similar to that of the aircraft shown in the video. Fu Qianshou, a Chinese military aviation expert, said that with other countries putting all their effort and their best team in conducting research and development for their next-generation fighter jets, tailless designs similar to the one put forward by China are one of the most popular concepts. A tailless design similar to this one will provide the next generation or the 6th generation fighter jets with superior stealth capability in all directions than current 5th generation ones. It will also provide a blended wing body design which will provide higher lift, longer range, and lower fuel consumption. The fighter jet will have to use other designs or technologies to compensate for the maneuverability it will lose due to being a tailless design. Some of them can be thrust vectoring control, capable engines, split brake rudders, or other innovative approaches. According to Fu, China has started research and development in terms of the next generation fighter jet, and it is in a confident place to eventually outpace the US. If you compare Chinese and American 6th Gen fighters, the 6th generation fighters from China and the US are broadly similar. This similarity was made clear in 2022 when US Air Combat Commander General Mark Kelly revealed that Beijing is already on its way to producing a 6th generation fighter, and their 6th generation fighter concept was similar to the American idea. Due to this, General Kelly reiterated why it was important for the US Air Force to produce and field the 6th generation fighter by 2030, and at least a month before China unleashes it. China's 6th generation features a wide range of systems such as drones and sensors, communications, and weapons. The NGAD is the United States' generation program through which the next generation American fighter jet will be released. This program is undoubtedly China's biggest hurdle when it comes to air dominance. The fighter in this program is designed to ensure air dominance for the US in the most challenging operational environments. It also has multi-role capabilities and will wield a long line of advancements, with stealth being one of them. Stealth is a recent advancement, but it's here to stay. According to the Air Force's biennial acquisition report that covers the fiscal years 2019 and 2020, the fighter maximizes its stealth features by taking an overall triangular shape and having no traditional vertical stabilizers. It is the first fighter jet in history with such a revolutionary design, as vertical stabilizers had always been a component that was required to keep an aircraft airborne, until the rise of the concept of active flow control. In the B-2 spirit, this concept, the active flow control, uses computer brains on board to constantly adjust the flow around the aircraft to keep it airborne. This is quite similar to how birds fly, and it results in top-level stealth. Now you know why the B-2 costs $2 billion, and also why Congress has budgeted over $10 billion for the NGAD. Another one of the aircraft's long lists of achievements would include open architecture. That's because laser weapons can take out targets that are on the ground, up in the air, on the seas, or even in space. A mix of high-performance guns, missiles, and engines capable of subsonic, transonic, and supersonic flight across a 1,100-mile operational range. Electronic warfare countermeasures, avionics, and communications are just some components of what this fighter has to offer. All these years of being on top of the military aviation industry have taught the US that an aircraft always has room to be better than what it is now. It is this that has always pushed them to upgrade what might be the current most advanced piece of tech. The NGAD fighter will come with an open architecture that will enable the fighter to take on new upgrades both easily and quickly. Through this, the fighter can constantly adapt to the new challenges that appear out of nowhere on the battlefield. So, the NGAD fighter, if upgraded, might just be the 7th generation fighter jet years after it's fielded in the 2030s. Currently, the fighter is back from the public and most importantly from China, which is the country's greatest rival when it comes to warfare matters. As countries like China begin to copy or imitate the US, the entire chain of imitation is now being imitated. Now, another rival of the US, Russia, is also having its 6th generation program. China is now the current focus of the US, and all we can do is wait and see which one of the fighter jets will be unveiled first. We'll also get to see if one will top the other, or if both of them will turn out to be replicas of each other. In your opinion, how efficient is the design of the Chinese fighter? And is this a copy of the US design? Leave your thoughts in the comments section below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys soon.